Hey guys, I hope everyone is having a great week. It's Friday, and I'm just taking some time today to fill out my journal. Actually, I'll review how my journal is organized if you're new here. It's broken down into 3 margins. The first margin is 4 spaces in from the left. So that section, that column is pretty small. I just use a dot sticker to index what I'm writing. So the entries can be a journal entry, research, memory planning, books, quotes, or a combination of these. The next margin, which is in the middle, is the most significant section because that's where the writing is. And then the last is 9 spaces in from the right. I really hope I'm explaining this correctly, but anywho, that last column is for annotations to help better understand the main text, or I'm simply reflecting. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm just rereading what I wrote and jotting things down in that last margin. It's been a few weeks since I've done this, so I do have a bit to read and reflect on. Next week, I plan on putting in a print order. I have some space saved for some photos and book covers for the books I've read, and the plan is to put in that print job and then glue them into my journal. Sadly, I don't have a printer, or at least one that prints in color. I do have a black and white printer. It's a chonker. It's great for printing paperwork or scripts, articles, that sort of thing. But August is my birthday month, so I might just buy myself a printer. I've been wanting one for the longest time. I remember getting a Cricut for Christmas. My husband got it for me, and I haven't used it as much as I'd like. And probably the big reason is there's a huge learning curve. So I've only completed I've done a ton of t-shirts. I don't think I've done anything else. I'm trying to think like what I've done. Like I've made labels for my spice rack, just things like that. Very simple, very easy projects. Like I watched YouTube videos and I was able to figure out how to do it, but I'm not using it like every weekend, and I kind of wish I did. So yeah, maybe if I get a printer, I can start using my Cricut a little bit more. But another reason I wanted to get a printer is because currently I'm using my Instax to print pictures. And honestly, it's just not sustainable. Like, it's quite expensive using Polaroids on every page. Or I'll print like 2 to 3 photos at a time and then just glue it all to one page. I think it's $1 for each Polaroid, and they usually come in a pack of 10. And then it comes with a second pack, and it's like a little over $20, and that's 20 Polaroids. It's expensive. So I'm thinking of still using my Polaroids, but just maybe for special memories and events, not for everything. So that's pretty much my plan for my journal this coming week. Apart from that, I'm recovering from book club. Like, I need a day of not doing anything because yesterday was chaotic. I honestly can't believe I pulled this off. And as you guys saw, I was baking cakes. And to be exact, I baked 8 for book club, so each person could have a cake to decorate. I also made the frosting from scratch, which was nerve-wracking because every time I've ever made frosting, I managed to mess it up. So the fact that I made an edible frosting was a blessing. I'm just so thankful that it came together. The baking gods were looking over me because they knew this wasn't the time. Like, 8 people were counting on me. It was a lot of fun. I loved how everyone's cakes looked different. Yeah, it was a good time. And I didn't even mention why this was the activity for book club, because trust me, not every book club there's this extravagant activity before we discuss the book. No, not at all. But we were actually celebrating our 1st anniversary, and I just wanted to do something special. A friend of mine gave me the idea, and I thought I could maybe pull this off. But yeah, I can't believe it's been 1 year, and coincidentally, our book choice for the month went hand in hand with our celebration. I didn't realize Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C. would be about friendship. I wasn't even thinking about that when I picked this book. Honestly, I picked this book because Lisa C. is one of my favorite authors. I saw that she was coming out with a new book, and I pre-ordered it and thought, you know what, let's read a historical fiction for the start of our 2nd year. But I could not have picked a better book to celebrate our 1st anniversary. It highlighted the importance of female friendships, like why we need them, and how having a circle of friends can ease the hardships and mundane moments of everyday life. Like, it can make life that much better. Yeah, it's just a perfect reflection of our book club. You know, a group of women meet once a month and we discuss books. To some of these women, it's the one event they look forward to every month, or an excuse to get out of the house, right? Get away from the kids, or just stealing a pocket of time each day to themselves. Like, I remember when I first had my son Shelby, and I was still hosting book club. I think his first month was the only month that I said, let's not meet this month. But after that, we met every single month. And there were moments where I just forgot when I last showered. Like, I really did not take care of myself, and not on purpose. Like, it just kind of, like, you're just lost in the tornado of motherhood and adjusting to that kind of life, that I was forgetting when I last showered. I know, it's pretty crazy. I never thought that I'd be that person, but you really do lose yourself, because it's like this moment of just survival, right? Of like taking care of this new baby and making sure that this baby stays alive. Like, it's not that bad looking at it in hindsight, but when you are in the thick of it, you can get lost. And I did feel myself get lost. And luckily, because I was still hosting book club, that really grounded me, and it reminded me of who I am. So, yeah. That's my little spiel. Okay, that's enough rambling for this video. I think I'm gonna head to Barnes & Noble because my friend gave me an early birthday gift, and then I'm also going to put together my niece's back to school gifts because they are sleeping over tonight, and it's just a nice little surprise. I got them just like some pencil cases with some, cute stuff inside of them. So, yeah. School is starting, so who's going to school? Raise your hand.
Me!
Wow! Okay, so I need you guys to close your eyes, and then I will tell you when to open.
No peeking.
Okay, now you can open.
Wow! Actually, right in front of you. Let's grab the marker.
Look, here's a little red panda.
Oh my
Or a red fox.
It's a backpack. Everly, that's your pencil box for school.
It's white out. That's white out.
Wow. Look inside. Show me. I
Little
was with my
twin
mom when we
stars.
bought those. Wow. Oh, Melly,